Welcome to ANZCRL Combined Racing League's round 3 of the Brazilian StockCar series here at Goiania, and I'm your host Neil Haynes, and shortly we'll come up with the race 1 replay. So currently that's our series poster that we had run for the championship, and you can see that round 3 was back on the 26th of February. We had a 20-minute race plus the 1 lap, and then the feature race of 40 minutes plus the 1 lap. So while we wait to get back onto the screen, we will have a look at the standings before round 1, and Gunner was out in front with 114 points with a lead of 21 points to T-Bets, which has changed his name to Timmy82. So the final screen should be updated. Cuckoo in third, Highlander 1777 in fourth, Zachy 3 in fifth with his brother Zach 18 behind him in sixth, Woody Lizard in seventh position, Kiz in eighth, Monkey in ninth, Scar not too far behind, only 1 point behind Monkey in 10th. Colonel Lloyd in 11th, Mark and Dogs in 12th, Dado Racer, who's had a rotten season to start with, in 13th, and same as G-Dude in 14th. We'll just bring up the track map here at Goiania, and you can see it is such a it's a flowing circuit with a big long straight, so the push to pass definitely going to be a feature for this race down the main straight as well. So this first sector is fairly fast, as the even the opening corner is a very quick sweeping double right-hander before you come up to the loop back around to start sector 2, where it starts to get a little bit tricky and a little bit tighter for the drivers, and then it opens up again for the final sector with only the final corner to negotiate. So it's a fun circuit, 13 corners in total with a 3.82 kilometre lap, and the point system, just so we know, there is, you can see we've got the feature race, and we're going to have the first race is the sprint race actually, so you can see at the bottom there the structure, and you can see the points are the same from 6th down to 20th for both formats, and the feature race they just get a little bit few extra points for 1st down to 5th. Alright, so let's bring up the main screen, and we can now see that we have Cuckoo, who took pole in the race, with Timmy82 in second, Highlander in third, Dado Racer in fourth, Gunner, who's leading the championship, way down in 5th position, and then Zach 18 was in 6th. So let's get to the start of the race, and here we go. So it was a rolling start 2 by 2, and we can see them as they're coming on down through here now at the start. It's a big long straight, and they're all jostling for positions as they come down here into turn 1, and it looks like Cuckoo has been able to hold on, but Timmy's trying on around the outside, and everyone else seems to have got through nicely. Dado Racer doing a good job at the stage here, just battling with Highlander. There's a few brake lockups as Timmy's challenging down the inside, but it looks like Cuckoo's been able to hold him off this challenge at this stage. These camera angles take a little bit get used to with the buttons, but here we go. He's got out in front fairly well, with Highlander now challenging Timmy. Dado's trying to get around the outside, challenging of Zach 18. Keeping him at bay. Looks like a fairly clean start to start off with. Mark and Dogs at the 28 Shell Helix car in 7th position. Holding off Scar 666. close pack actually from Dado Racer all the way down to Scar. The boys will be now having the option to be able to use the boost button as a big move there from Gunner. Taking the inside line. He's just getting caught up in this little battle between everyone with Dado Racer just leading the pack. He's trying to see if he can get through Mark and Dogs here up the hairpin, which he's been able to clear. And Mark and Dogs should have the inside running to be able to keep Scar at bay, which he's done very well. Now Cuckoo is just leading this battle of three. Highlander holding onto the back of Timmy 82. It's two groups basically at the start of this race. A 20-minute time race. We're probably looking at around about 14 laps. 13 laps with a plus 1 lap at the end will make it 14. As in comes Cuckoo nice and early and Gunner. So is this some strategy here? It is that mandatory stop for tyres, so they're in nice and early. So that gives the lead of the race to Timmy 82. As he comes powering on down the main straight. Now it looks like Highlander might be using his DRS, the boost button. Yes, he is. And down the inside goes Highlander to take the lead on lap 3. And Timmy 82 obviously didn't use that boost button, keeping on reserve. They have 15 opportunities to press the boost button. You will see it seesawing throughout this race. Good result here at this stage here with Dado Racer up in a 3rd position. Oh, a little bit of a moment. Lock those rear brakes up a little bit, had a little squirm, open up the door for Zach 18 to push up in a 3rd position now. But Dado will be just happy that he's getting his race done. He's a driver that puts a lot of effort in, and things just have not gone his way for season. The first season here in 2023 with ANZCRL Combined Racing League. As Timmy just showing his nose onto the final corner. And we'll just pick up the drivers as they come on through now and just see if Timmy's actually utilised his push the button. I don't think he has. As Colonel Lloyd pushing up into 8th as the drivers are pitting, making their mandatory stop. And he's just stuck behind here of Zachy 3 and Red at this moment. There's Woody Lizard just up in 5th position. He's from down, actually qualified in 12th. So doing pretty good there, up into 5th position. As I said, these drivers are yet to pit, but Red doing a good job here for his first outing actually in the series. He had signed up but hadn't got around to entering the first 2 rounds, so it's a big welcome to Red. Doing a great job in 6th position. He's driving the number 9 Vogel Motorsport car. Can't miss it. See, there's not too many white cars actually on the grid. One of the few out there. As in comes Woody. Woody's taking the time to pit, as is Red as well. So they're both coming in. Zachy 3 now up into 5th position. Oh, moment there for Mark and Dogs. He's had a loop around on the final entry to the final corner. That's cost him some time. Maybe he got distracted of guys going into the pits at the time. Red's still in the pits. Woody Lizard is just probably coming in now. And there's Red. So it's just the mandatory stop 4 tyres. Most drivers will just be putting the fronts on, the front 2. And Red has been able to get out in front of Woody Lizard. What a great stop by Red. Got to come into the fast transit lane, which he does. And there goes Gunner and Cuckoo going on through, with Gunner having a good look down the inside of Cuckoo. So this battle has been brewing since they come out of the pits. And what can Gun 180 do? As he's the leader of the championship, well down in positions here, position 9. And Timmy now takes his opportunity to come into the pit lane for his mandatory stop. We'll see where he filters out, because he was leading this race with Highlander. Well, just behind Highlander at the stage, so he's still in the pit lane. Mark Dogs is taking his time into the pits as well. So here they come around the lead up to the final corner. Timmy 82 is now, looks like, just filtering through pit lane to come out on exit. So he's made quite a bit of time as he comes out. And will he get in front of the battle of Gunner and Cuckoo back in 8th? It looks like he has, as they come and screaming down here the main straight now. So it looks like Cuckoo's having a little look on the outside. Gunner's definitely planted his car now on the inside, but you can get around the outside here. It's still fairly fast. They're having a great little battle here, these two. They could be holding themselves up just a little bit. Gunner's made a lot of time, actually, when you think about it. He was down in 5th or 6th position, I think it was, when he decided to pit. Followed him when Cuckoo went in, so he's made that position on Cuckoo out on track as Dado takes these pit stop, comes on in. It's a long pit lane as well for the drivers as Lloydie goes past. And he's on a little, still that little battle with Zaki 3. Now, the effective race leader may be Timmy 82. We're not 100% sure here. As you just seen in the background there of Gunner having a little bit of a blank moment. As Dado comes out just behind this battle pack. So Dado is actually looking good for a great result here from race 1 at Goiania. And really hopefully that he does get a good result. Something that he just deserves. As Red is back into the pits, I think for the second time. He did come in and he let for a Woody Lizard, but he's come back in again. Is this an unscheduled stop for the man? But here comes Gunner, trying to put Battle a little bit of challenge if he can get onto the back of Timmy 82, but he's making it hard with Cuckoo trying his best to try and overtake Gunner somewhere on this circuit. He's at the moment in front of Woody Lizard. And why don't we go on board with Kiz just to see how he goes. We'll do a lap around as he's following Dado Racer just in front. So here we go. Up into the high gear. Maybe with a bit of a boost button engaged. He's pulled a little bit of a, reeled in Dado a little bit. Big long turn 1 into turn 2. Again, it's still open. You can still use your boost button if you wanted to, even through that corner and up and get a little bit of rise up through here. Now this is a hard one, turn 4 or 5 up at the hairpin. It's a long sweeping hairpin. You've got to be patient on the throttle, as you can hear. Try and avoid the wheel spin to get a little bit of a drive through this little section before you just make sure you don't squeeze those rear brakes up here at this second of the hairpins. That's flat out through the windy bit. Got to pick up your braking point here, just past the 100 metre board, or just on the 100, and straight line it. You can see how they straight line it so they don't get the rotation in the heavy part of the braking. Easy to come undone. A little short straight. There's the pit entry on the right hand side. You can see the pit's marked right there, the witches' hats. That's where the speed limit of 50 kilometres an hour starts. So very tricky to get in without a speed panel. And there you go. 3.8 kilometre lap around Goiania on board of Kiz, as he's trying to chase down Dado Racer. And Timmy 82 waiting for the guys in front to pit, as Gunner has run very wide, it looked like, into the hairpin. Maybe he left the door open for Cuckoo. But at least the championship leader knows that he's there or thereabouts, because Timmy 82 was second before the round of the pit stops. It's just interesting to see where Highlander comes out, as he's in pit lane now. They're looking for his pit bay, and it looks like Zaki 3 behind him is coming in as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if he gets out in front of Timmy 82. And out he goes. So a nice quick pit stop by the V-Power crew. And Highlander's moving. So let's have a look to see where Timmy 82 is. He's just coming onto the straight now, so it's going to be close. Highlander's just out on pit lane here, but he's not up to speed. So it looks like this could be a change for position here. Will Highlander? No, he's got no defence. He's still not up to speed. Timmy's flown by. That was a nice easy pass, but now Highlander on fresher tyres. They've got roughly 4 laps remaining, so Highlander definitely went long in this short 20-minute race sprint. It's a nice good race also by this man here, Dado Racer, in the Jupiter Casino cars, or Jupiter Batteries car I think it is, actually. Crown Racing, that's what it is. I thought it was something to do with the Crown Casino, but Crown Racing. Remember, he had a dismal first round where he had a moment in the first corner, Velo Park, binned it, and it was after all the shenanigans at the start of race. Oh, I think someone's out here. Oh, it looks like Red. Red's having some trouble here. Coming back onto the race here in the back of the grid. But Cuckoo, here he is with the boost button, making a move on Highlander up into second position. So this is a great run by Cuckoo. Cuckoo actually qualified first, so he's obviously trying to chase down Timmy, who actually qualified second, so their orders have changed. But look at the man in fourth position. Championship leader Gunner. Will Highlander feel the pressure very shortly from that man? So we're predicting only another 3 more laps, as Gunner's having a good look at Highlander. Highlander's put in the defensive move. Well and truly entitled to do this. No easy get out of jail cards for any of these drivers. They're working hard, as Gunner's having a look down. He's got the inside for the final corner. Can he keep it? Has Highlander got his boost button? He should have it. He's probably switched it on. Let's see if he powers away. It looks like he has. So it looks like Gunner has not. It takes just over a lap for it to regenerate. So this is where some of the drivers are on a different lap that they're using their boost button. So this is why we're seeing this seesaw, and Highlanders having a big move back at Cuckoo. And Dado Racer still trying to keep Zach 18 at bay. Zach 18 having a nice race too. So far in 6th position. Qualified in 6th, still in 6th. Dado Racer qualified in 4th, so he's dropped a couple of positions, well, 1 position actually in the 5th. So the big mover at the moment is Woody Lizard, who qualified in 12th, currently in 8th position. And seeing if he can make a move on Kiz in a 51 V-Power car. Scar 666 keeping Woody honest as well. Oh, as Colonel Lloyd has had a spin. Oh, he's getting back onto the track, so drivers are finding a little bit hard. And here comes Red, who's a lap down, but makes a move around on. Oh, but he's run wide, it looks like. As Scar, seeing what he can do. He's not too far off the pace with the 25.1 the previous lap. Now Scar's teammates to Dado Racer is in 5th, so they're from the full-time sports racing team. And Dado's doing his job up in 5th position. He's about 9 seconds there behind Gunner. Just keeping himself in front of Zach 18. Zach 18's definitely not out of this, but Kiz now coming under a lot of pressure from Woody Lizard. And maybe these tyres are starting to go. The V-Power team is out in force here with the Shell cars. Got 3 cars on the grid. So timer's out, so they're on their final lap as well. So Timmy 82. And Kiz has actually got a 10-second time penalty as well. So that could cause a change. That will change the position between Woody and Kiz. And also Cuckoo and Gunner have both got a 10-second time penalty as well. So that could be because of speeding in pit lane when they came in. So that will drop Cuckoo down into 3rd position. With this man here picking up what should be his first victory. And really put a challenge to Ghana in the chase of this championship. He was 21 points in the rears at the start of this race. We've got one more race to go, the feature race. So here he comes down around the corner for the final time. And congratulations to Timmy 82, who takes out this race. Well, they're still going. Maybe there's one more lap to go, because they're still going hard at it. Look at this battle here with Mark and Dogs and Scar. I mean, Colonel Lloyd, sorry, I should say, Mark and Dogs. Mark and Dogs has got that 10-second penalty, so quite a few drivers got a 10-second penalty coming into pit lane. So Colonel Lloyd should be able to keep his position even if Mark and Dogs gets the better of him in this final lap. Timmy 82, here he comes to take the checkered flag. And under a lot of pressure with Cuckoo, but Cuckoo has got that 10-second time penalty, so it looks like Timmy has taken race 1. Well done to Timmy 82, and Cuckoo in 2nd, Highlander in 3rd, Gunner in 4th. What a great run to the flag here. Here's Zach 18, comes home in 5th position. Well done. And Dado, welcome back to the racing there. Dado in 7th position. Well done. Kiz holding off Woody Lizard, but there's that change at the end of the race due to the time penalty. Scar in 9th. Colonel Lloyd just behind Mark and Dogs, but should pick that up with that time penalty that he had. And it may even drop him down below Zachy 3, because as you can see, he's right there as well. Red a lap down, and then here comes G-Dude to finish it all up. So well done to everyone. And let's just pick up the results from the race. So you can see, there we go. So we've got laps of 14 laps. Maybe that's a typo there. It was 15 laps we saw. And you can see there Timmy with the full 24 points. And then Highlander in 2nd. And definitely Cuckoo and Gunner with that 10-second penalty. Dropped them down. Or dropped Cuckoo anyway to 3rd. Gunner stayed in 4th. Zach 18 and Dado did well in 5th and 6th. Woody leapfrog Kiz because of that 10-second penalty. And Kiz was able just to hold off Scar 666. You could just have a look at that final race time. Kiz with a 22 minutes 32 second .062, and Scar the same, but a .663. So it was only 6/10 out of actually leapfrogging Kiz into 8th with that penalty. Colonel Lloyd clean in 10th position, as is Zachy 3. Mark Dogs finished, as we know, in 10th, but dropped 2 places with that 10-second penalty. So those pit lane speed infringements really hurt these drivers. So definitely on race 2, I'm sure the guys will make sure they're not coming in too hot on the into pit entry. So there you go, guys. That's the race 1 over and done with. So we'll have a short break. We'll come back with race 2 on a new stream in a new title. So I've been your host, Neil Haynes. Hope you enjoyed the replay of race 1 here for round 3 at Goiania for the ANZCRL Combined Racing League's 2019 Brazilian Stock Car Series. And we're fighting for that elusive first champion for our first organised series on Automobilista 2. Until the next stream, we'll see you shortly.